Good morning, World Girls. Spending this week reflecting as much as I can. It's always a neat time to look back and look at calendars. I pulled out my daily calendar that I write in, things that are going on. I went back and looked at my old journal from last year that I started last year, January 1st, and I found something interesting. Having a word for your new year is not something scriptural. It's not something you have to do. It's not something you're missing God if you don't have. It's just a fun little way to focus. And I do think He honors our desire to seek Him and focus on Him for the new year. But I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, I don't know, I don't have a word. Just spend this time with Him. Okay, spend time reflecting on this past year, what He's done. Take time and write out your successes, write out your failures and your struggles. But I would encourage you to please, please, please be graceful towards yourself, because it's so easy to see where we miss the mark. And sometimes those areas where we think we missed the mark so much were areas that God didn't even have for us. Okay, they were just our own ideas. So trust that you were on the journey you were supposed to be on. And but like I said, when I looked back at my old journal, what I found interesting was I kept writing to Him about, I had a sense that something big was going to happen this year, that much was going to be required of me. And I almost, not a fear, but kind of like a trembling, like, Lord, am I getting this right? Am I sensing that much is going to be required of me? And if so, I need you. I cannot step into this new year without you leading and guiding. And I find it interesting as I read back that this year was kind of a big year. There were some circumstances that happened in people's lives around me that required much of me. And had I known what it was going into it, I might not have handled it as well. But I feel like He kind of prepared me, letting me know that much was going to be required and that I was going to need Him. And looking back, while it was overwhelming in the time, it did consume me. I don't look back and feel like, oh, this was a horrible year, because He carried me. He carried me through it. So I think He kind of wants to give us a picture of what's ahead and prepare us for what He has for us. Okay, so take the time this week, look back, see what He's done. In a couple of days here, we're going to switch over to dreaming and making some goals and some plans. And again, do so with grace in your heart towards yourself. He knows the steps before we even know them, okay? We're just kind of seeking Him and having a little fun with it. All right, so keep reflecting, make your list of things that you've accomplished, things you want to do, areas that you really saw His hand in. That just looking back and recounting the works of the Lord in your life is just super important. All right, we'll keep going.